am Sarah Lee Spagnolo, and I play Countess Marya on Vampira. When I first read the script and encountered the character, I thought that Countess Marya was a really dark character, but also she's been around for such a long time that she's really bored as a vampire.
In my nearly 400 years of existence, I might have seen a few or so of my kind. My father, of course, the most famous one of all, used to tell me stories of people he knew. They're probably all dead now, along with my father. And yet, I continue to search.
Hi, I'm Solema, and I'm the writer and director for Vampira. I first saw Sarah's picture on Facebook, and she was in her vampire look, and this was after Halloween. So it was like in November or something, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta do a story on this. Just on the picture alone, I knew I could pull a story from it. So
Jeff saw it and asked me if I was interested to star in a short film about a vampire. And I was pretty skeptical about how serious he was.
And she's like, oh yeah, whatever, you know, jokingly, yeah, sure. So I did my research and stuff, and I started looking for vampires that has already been written, even like in the early 1800s to late 1800s, that hasn't been resurrected until now. And so you'll see in the second one that I've resurrected a second vampire. But on Sarah's character, I figured, okay, I'm gonna do one that hasn't been done, which was Dracula's daughter. And I think the last one was done like in 1924, 1927, and it hasn't been done since.
I am what I am. A lightless life that wanders this world. A body without a soul, with no purpose other than to survive.
I wanted to show that you can have a powerful woman and be a vampire, and she was, and not in a more horrific way where it's all gory and all blood. And you'll see in this one, there's really not a lot of blood, but it's all in the mind. She's powerful here, and so that's it. And just being a vampire, I mean, you know, as human beings, you fear that. You fear a vampire.
My preference has always been men. Men's blood tastes differently than women. My father, though, always preferred women. I feed on men.
How did you do?
I tried to be very serious about it and tried to really approach it, you know, in a dark way, but at the same time incorporate a kind of diva-ness to the character.
What's your name?
That's not important.
Where are you from? You're so beautiful.
I just completely trusted Jeff with whatever directions he gave me throughout the film. And at the same time, I also tried to study the script and put as much strength into the character.
I'm right here. I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Where? I can't.
I grew up being scared of vampires. Even as a kid in the Philippines, I was always fearful of vampires because I believed in them. Up until now, there's still a part of me that still believes in them. When I go home to the Philippines, I still think that there's a vampire somewhere. And that's a true story. And so, you know, with all this vampire going on with Twilight and True Blood, I wanted to approach it in a different way that I felt like as a filmmaker it hasn't been done.